Yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
And off we go from Denver. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
16 yards.
They run again on first down, Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Alexander Johnson. A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Running the jet sweep, Landry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 53 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Denver Broncos.
8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think? And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Throwing now is Locke. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Knight, and it's a good one. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And finding the tight end Hooper. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They'll try to run with Lindsay, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
To 7.
Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1st down Broncos as Locke finds Judy. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
They'll take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
What a play. What a play.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Cody Parkey.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sandejo. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play.
Dang, man, I guess we're looking at the wrong side right here.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Going deep here for Landry. Into double coverage, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Dig in, let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But
and now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 72 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Browns 29, Broncos 14.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll find Lindsey here. 4 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
And 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Locke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Locke took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third and long, it's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here we go on fourth down with Locke. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. The tackle by Terrence Mitchell. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Terrence Mitchell.
Another run by Lindsey, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The stop made by
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Throw left side complete. It's Lindsey. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
25-yard line.
On first down, Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Locke. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short, and they'll be unable to get this back within one score as it stays a 9-point game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, Mayfield. McKinnon here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. That's out to the left and complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 79 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Again with Mayfield. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
37. Broncos 20. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 47-yard
from the gun, it's Locke. This is the tight end, Fant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again, Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 19. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll try the jet sweep here. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And the Browns 1st down.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Mayfield.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Locke now on 1st down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Bart, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant on the touchdown pass from Drew Lock. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
37, Broncos 28.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. 30. And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. Lock to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
First down, Browns.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they can pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.
She right got me. Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
Denver.
And off we go from Denver. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
10 at their own 33-yard line.
The 33. Here's Mayfield. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Meanwhile here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but everyone
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 59 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Shotgun snap to Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Intercepted. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception?
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson. To try again after the sack, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Block working out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think
and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Drew Lock on target to Jerry Jeudy as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Landry. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Shedding the tackle. He's still barreling through. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 57 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Block. This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
From just shy of midfield. Lock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Block. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 52 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
The Browns will line up.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do?
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 42 yards. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
The Broncos.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Now Lock again. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
1st down, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Mayfield on play action. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
Mayfield's pass.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Myles Garrett. It's a game.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Brings up third down.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Lindsey. They find some open field here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Here's Locke. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Locke, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2.
From the gun, Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll run with Chubb, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to second.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield, and this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass. And once again, the Browns are back in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Broncos 16.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll fire one downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A huge play there for Denver. 62 yards. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted by the...
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Cleveland.
Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they've gotten 2 for 2.
At their own
Block, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Cleveland.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
First down.
The lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Now, this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they will take a knee here.
I don't think any of us
That
are
was a good game.
surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on.
We're going back and forth in the first and second quarter. That was good.
Was felt also by the defense.
First quarter, I let it go, though.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's final score, Browns 37.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are.